Hey, what's up guys? It's Dane. I do apologize for not posting a video last week. I'm currently in the process of moving house, so if you see my everything in the background kind of messy, pointing towards my cupboard, I apologize. It's because we're moving house and I have to pack everything up. So yes, I do apologize, and I am back to routine, posting every Saturday, 6 a.m. New York time, I believe. So anyway, this week's topic is intersectionality. I did not know what that meant before today. So I actually had to watch a few videos on it on YouTube, and I read a few articles I guess, and Google searches things. I don't know. So my understanding is definitely higher than it was yesterday, but I'm still not 100% sure what it is. So I do apologize if I do get my wording wrong, or yeah. So intersectionality, what is it? What I have come to understand, it is identities within identities or something like that. So for example, it would be not saying trans people. You could say trans people of color, or you could say trans women of color, something like that, you know? It's basically combining identities, so, like, how different identities correspond with each other. Like, how minorities, majorities, all that stuff. It's very confusing. Intersectionality is mostly used in terms of discrimination against, women and all that, like women of color, you know, all that, etc. And so commonly used in LGBTQ plus spaces. So because there's quite a lot of discrimination within the LGBTQ plus community, as well as many other majorities or people, you know, just discriminated against in everyday life, in, you know, racist, sexist acts. Now, because I am a white transgender male who is passing majority of the time as a cisgender straight male, I will admit I do take that for granted quite a lot. I don't realize how privileged I am in some cases, like living in a war-free country and yeah, you know, etc. I think it is time that I do recognize that I need to start sticking up for more minorities, and just for like the LGBTQ plus community in general, especially like communities that I'm a part of. I feel like I hear things going on and I don't do anything about it because I'm just like, oh well, that's just typical high school behavior, me speaking on from an everyday life, when I really should be, you know, standing up, because that's how change happens. And I should definitely take advantage of the privilege I have. I feel like because I am so privileged, I really should take advantage of that and start sticking up for not only my identities but other people's as well, but not butting into their whether it be their culture, their, or you know, identities or labels, whatever. A common problem I see commonly a common problem I see with privileged people when sticking up for not so privileged people, in a sense of like protesting and stuff, is that they tend to overblow it, like blow it out of proportion. So like for example, if a white, straight, cisgender woman were to go to a pride event and start protesting, making a huge uproar, saying I'm an ally and all this stuff, and just being like really proud about it, like, yes, that's extremely good, but if it gets to the point where it's affecting people that it shouldn't affect, so if you're writing articles or posting online about all this stuff and you're having the wrong information, if you're putting out the wrong information, this can be extremely bad, especially for the people that you were trying to stick up with. So if you're trying to stick up with someone, don't butt into their identity or think you know everything, because you most likely don't, and like, you don't know their identity if you don't identify as that. I don't know if this makes any sense at all. So sorry if I'm sorry if it doesn't, but like, what I'm trying to say is just don't what I'm trying to say is stand up for what is right, and stand up for those who are on a daily discriminated against, but don't, like, I don't know how to word this, but like, don't butt into their lives and take it to a place where, if you're trying to inform and educate people on it, just don't, like, I don't know how to say this. Like, I'm gonna stop talking because I feel like I'm all over the place and not making any sense at all. But yeah, I stick up for those who are discriminated against, or minorities and stuff like that. Stick up for the right people. If you're gonna take something from this video, be nice to everybody, I guess. And intersectionality, it does matter. Do your research and become informed, especially speak to those who are regularly discriminated against, I guess, and get their side of the story before you go tell your own, especially if you don't identify as that. Anyways, thank you for watching this video. I really do appreciate it. I hope to see you next Saturday at 6 a.m. New York time. Yeah, where we're going to be talking about some pretty interesting stuff, I'm sure. So, anyways, goodbye.